Hi, good morning, everyone. I hope you all are doing good. This is Lacuna Astro's official channel. Most of you already know. Hey, hi Kushi, I'm good. I'm good, Kushi. How are you? You didn't go to school today, or you are watching me from your school? Okay. How is he doing now? Is he doing fine? Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Today is off here, so I was just doing something of my own, so I thought let's be online. If somebody knows, if somebody wants my time, then I can help them. Yeah, I had no intention to come online. Today is off, I said, right? So nobody would come today. So I was just sitting here. I thought live ही रहता हूँ, somebody would come, I would just talk to them. But I have done a lot of modifications now. अब मैं तभी बोलूँगा जब ज़रूरत है. Otherwise I will not even talk about. So that is why you see me, right? I am not at all speaking or not asking anybody, although there is nobody there, right? So but I have decided that I will not talk much, so that is okay. Yeah, that's a tough thing. For I think meditation is the best thing you anybody can try, right? Because that is freely available. Obviously, when you are learning, you you have to invest considerable time to really understand what it is. But once you are comfortable with it, 5 minutes is enough. Just concentrating on your breathe, right, is enough. 5 minutes of meditation should be good enough for anybody who knows how to do it. So it is not that tiring as long as you are practicing something. And in my previous job, right, when I was in corporate, so throughout the day we used to have a lot of meetings, but obviously those meetings were not very exhaustive, because the kind of or the nature of work you would be doing remains pretty much constant. But now what happens that when you are having different charts coming in front of you, right, then it's a different phenomena. It's not same, and that is where it is really exhaustive sometimes. I got a message from Shubham. He said, हम तो पाकिस्तान को भी टाइम देते हैं, ओ सॉरी, हम तो पाकिस्तान को भी माफ़ कर देते हैं, why don't you forgive me? that all that all he was talking about. But Yesterday he came with a fake profile, and he created his friend's profile with his email ID, and he tried to pretend that he's he's somebody else. But when I checked the registration, I saw that he's using his email ID to create a account with somebody else's name. This is something which is really pathetic and seriously criminal mentality. So somebody should not try to do that, because you are trying to ask a few things about somebody's personal life, and that is really bad thing. You pretending to be somebody else, you somehow got information of their date of birth and whatever. You can have malicious intentions, right? I don't know, right? Because you are coming here and you are pretending to be somebody else and asking questions related to their so the problem is when you are pretending to be somebody else and you are using someone else's date of birth, place of birth, time of birth, creating their profile with their name, obviously, and then claiming to be them, whoever that person is, and then asking very personal questions about them, is nothing but this is a criminal attempt. And this is really, really, really bad thing to do. And he did that yesterday. So I didn't like that. Yeah, it's identity theft. And the questions he had, I mean, I don't want to speak much about it, but my point is very straightforward. The intentions he had was really bad, I feel. Because now she is a girl who is emotionally weak at the moment. You are trying to ask questions related to her personal life, then potentially you may use that as a tool to influence her. So this is extremely wrong, extremely wrong. I felt bad about it. I thought, what the hell I'm doing? And there can be other people like him. I didn't feel. I felt really vulnerable yesterday. So yeah, people must learn. They should not do anything like this. This is not good, not healthy. Yeah. That I understand, but he should have not done that. We are booking, there is a booking portal coming up in a few days, uh, where you guys can go and book an appointment. So we launched it yesterday, but there were certain improvements, areas of improvement. So I was just looking into that. Don't use such words. I don't know the meaning of it. So let me search. Let me Google. This is a complex word for me. No, 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 no. Nothing like that, Kushi. So no, no, no. It's, typing is easy, right? So I have been using this mouse from, I think, I have been using Apple devices from last 17, 18 years, right? So using these mouses from both the hands is pretty easy thing. Uh, no, 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 that's not the case. Hey, hi Pravas Ranjan, how are you? No, I'm also capable of using both the hands, but for certain activities, not for all activities. Good morning, Pravas. How can I help you? Pravas, I would request you to follow the instructions which are coming on the screen. That is very important. Once you create your profile, you can share that with me, and we can take that forward. Means if you are using or typing from a very long time, right, then obviously you will be using both the hands. So that doesn't make you somebody who can use both the hands. It is a common normal phenomena. So nothing special there. Um, I'm good, Mr. Sahu. I'm good. Good to see you updated your name. Earlier it used to come Natu Natu. So good. Pravas, do you have any questions? My daughter can do that. So my elder daughter can do that, but I I ask her not to try because I feel that it is too much, right? You are trying to keep both the sides of your brain active. Potentially, it is a good thing also, but I never felt comfortable, so I always requested her not to try. But she has ability to write with both the hands. I don't know why I'm live. I should close the session, but I'll keep the stream open for next 14 16 more minutes, and then we'll close the session. Yeah, Natu, what's the question? Can you please tell me? Yeah, Pravash, but what's your question, sir, about health? Pravash, I think last time when you came, right, you spoke about you having back pain and other things. Is that you? I don't I don't think it was you because I suggested for yoga namaskar and other things, right? Yeah, that was somebody else. I requested that guy to go for yoga namaskar to really see if that works. So for anxiety, just hold on. I remember you were preparing for government exam, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I questioned about, yeah. And the answer was the possibility of happening this event is 60-40. Now if I just look at it, the current dasha you are in, you are definitely going to have a lot of mental stress. So you are in Rahu Mahadasha at the moment. अब ये बोलना कि बाकी के 8 ग्रह स्विट्ज़रलैंड चले गए हैं वो बेवकूफ़ी होगी, क्योंकि दैट्स द नॉर्मल फिनोमिना. अगर ऐसा है, so when that Mahadasha is there, then obviously certain impacts and implications of that would be observed, and that is what you are experiencing. So it is not like that there is nothing we don't know about it, right? Or the anxiety you are getting, we don't know the root cause of it. तो ऐसा नहीं है. We understand the potential cause of this anxiety you are going through. Now the point is, how do you deal with it, right? Hey, hi Rahul, how are you doing? Rahul ji, I had a request, right? I requested my team to message you, but I don't see that message has gone out. So what I was saying, that I really want to speak to you and your wife, but before that, if possible, just send me a write up, whatever she wants to discuss, right? So that I can be in context. I would not be able to spare much time, but still I can find half an hour. 30 minutes we can still accommodate, and in that 30 minutes, I would already have, if I would already have the context, then we can have a quick and swift discussion and move towards the conclusions. If possible, consider having a discussion with your wife and then writing a small summary, right, which predominantly covers what exactly her thoughts are and observations are, right? If you can just share that, then I'll come very much prepared, right? Because I do have access to your kids chart as well. So with that preparation, if we go into a discussion, then it will be more fruitful than we doing back and forth. So that was my idea. that is the way I want to do it. If you are comfortable, then please consider this request. So what I would say, Pravas, this is something which you should be experiencing. Okay. Now the point is, how do you, Pravas? The point is how exactly you can tackle the situation. And I wanted to let everybody know yesterday what happened, right? Means I accidentally went live when I was just alone, right? And I was trying to set up something, and the feed was live. So a lot of you would have seen me in a very uncomfortable position. So please ignore that. Now coming to this point, this is there now. What you can do, Pravas? I thought you were holding well. I was under impression that you are holding well in this current situation. But if you are not, then there is only one thing you can try at the moment. I'm just updating that. And don't panic. This is very normal phenomena. You have my number. Just if you don't, then that the number is there in the title. Just message there. So do one thing. Just drop a message there. We'll send you a 3-pager document. I understand that. Pravas. So just message on that number. The number is there in the title. We'll send you a 3-pager document. The document basically talks about a very specific meditative technique you can try. For now, don't try to apply any remedy, anything. That is nonsense. In this specific case, it is not going to work out. So in this specific case, this is something which you have to deal internally, right? And that internalization needs you to go for something which is called meditation. So that meditative technique, which is very specific for your lagna, is what we are going to send you. I would request you to please consider following that. Within a week's time, you would feel lot better than what you are feeling right now. So why to waste your time and money, right? So I would suggest you this. Just drop a message there. We would happily share that with you, and then you can start practicing from tomorrow. Is that okay? Pravas, is that okay, or you were looking for a silver bullet which is fired by me and which comes with a cost associated with it? Oh, if you were looking for something like that, then I'm sorry. So, your situation is not suitable for any any paid remedies. But still, I'll give you something. Keep that ready. Good morning, Mr. Shankar. How are you doing? How are your lovely kids doing? Most likely your parcel should reach today. We dispatched it on the same day when you and I had a conversation, right? So the same day the package left the facility. So if you get that, please consider creating an unboxing video. We would like to publish that. Yeah, so my team is quite excited about. So the people who create really good unboxing, right? Good in the sense, I understand everybody is not a professional photographer. So yeah, so everybody is not a professional photographer, but as long as you you just shoot it right with your pure intentions. It gives confidence to the other people also, whoever look into it. रुक जाओ प्रवास, let me see that. I'm introducing a section in the application. I'm thinking of doing that where which is going to be a bit contradictory, because now we have to maintain the history, the change history. For example, if you're wearing a wrong stone and then I asked you to change that, then you changed it and all that, right? So that's the reasoning. I'm a little bit reluctant why it should not be introduced. Otherwise we would be obligated to maintain the history of your stones, which I personally don't feel comfortable with. And up to large extent I have seen that people also go ahead and share false information. So as long as I have a very classic case with me, right? A couple came and that couple wanted to get married. The first outcome of the reading was that they should not marry, because there are a lot of differences among themselves at mental alignment level, which is very much important for a married couple. But still the boy wanted to take the relationship forward, and eventually they went ahead. Even after saying no, they deliberately went ahead and tried to follow certain remedies. Now the problem is the boy wants to take the relationship forward, but the girl has a dilemma, which was already called out, that is there is some discrepancy. Now the problem which has happened, the boy has invested, I think, around 3,000 rupees to accumulate all the remedies and everything. Now they are doing it also, but it is impacting them in a reverse way. How? Now their families are behind them to get married, not to each other, to somebody else. They are asking why the hell this is happening. So the point is, at every place remedy should not be applied, and it should be applied only where it is required, where your willpower is not good enough to keep you on path, where there are no actual natural ways of getting out of a specific situation. So considering all that, I feel, Pravas, you don't need anything at the moment except a simple technique to keep your mind calm. So that we would send you. Today we have off, so the cleaning of the house and the floor where we sit, right? So this entire floor is for Lacuna Astro. So the first floor of my home is converted into office. So we operate from here. So this place is getting cleaned. So outside of this room for Deepavali. So we kept it off today. So but I'll send it to you, Pravas. You don't worry, you'll get it. You just drop a message there. I also have been talking to a guy uh, who has completed his course from Patanjali Yog Peeth. So the intent was that we would have a collaboration, and that guy would shoot a lot of videos for different yoga poses and all that, right? And those poses are nothing but the specific yogas a specific lagna person should try. So these are the researches which are being done by people in past, and those are the proven facts. They have experimented these things on different people. So what we do, we just adapt to that. We do not try to reinvent the wheel, right? And obviously these documents are not publicly available, so through references, through sources, we get that idea, get that information, and then we incorporate that. So as long as it can be used for your benefit, why not? Just go and use it. And the same thing goes for Rahul also. So Rahul will send you that meditative technique specific to you as well, so that you can try that. It is very important, because see, living in fear is not going to help you. So that fear is something which internally kills you, right? Your immunity gets impacted. You eventually starts becoming so negative that your body itself would not be able to hold a lot of things. So what I'm going to do, will also send you what is a specific technique you should be following. As long as anxiety and all those problems are there, the simple way to get out of it is meditate. And that meditation is different for different lagna. So everybody can't follow the same technique. So that's very straightforward. So everyone has a specific way of doing that. What I'll do, I'll send it to you also, Rahul. Don't worry about that. And the best way to get out of anxiety is through meditation. Probably you should also read the book I always suggest to other people. Search inside yourself. But that can increase your anxiety considering your health condition, because it makes you extremely aware of surroundings. Follow these remedies and do the yes. See, Prabhas, one thing you must be clear about, that ये जो कुछ भी है, that is generated within you, right? तो आप इसके लिए ये मत सोचो कि you will find external help. External help के नाम पे आपको एक ही चीज़ मिल सकती है, ओके? एक्सटर्नल हेल्प के नाम पे आपको ये चीज़ें बताई जा सकती हैं, what you can do, but only you have to do that, okay? And sometimes what happens, right, when you are going through certain specific situations, a lot of things would happen to you. तो अभी यहाँ लाइव में तो आप बोल रहे हो कि हाँ मैं करूँगा, मैं ये ट्राई करूँगा, वो करूँगा and all that, right? But the chances of you doing that is very low, and that is because of the condition you are in. So ऐसी स्थिति में जब आप कुछ करोगे नहीं, आपके एक्सपीरियंसेस आपको हॉन्टिंग हैं, you are not comfortably able to adjust to that situation, then how exactly you are going to overcome with that? So right now the dasha you are in, for that there is a very specific suggestion which has been already given to you now. You can go and check inside the application, but again I'm telling you, these things would work only if you want to get out of this situation. Your willpower, your commitment, your deliberate effort to get out of that situation is what going to make a difference. So just go inside the application, check for the remedy section, and see what is suggested to you. As long as you try to do that, it would make a difference. As far as that meditation is concerned, it will be sent to you. You can just start doing that, and that is extremely powerful. So on my personal level, right, I follow these practices, but the technique I follow is not something coming from that book, to be very honest. The one which I follow is called Shambhavi Mahamudra, and that I have learned from Isha Foundation. So I would not suggest you guys to go for that right away. The reasoning is very simple. To reach to Shambhavi Mahamudra, you need to go through a preliminary practice and all that, right? And since I have been practicing this from a very long time, it's almost 8 years, me suggesting you to directly go for that is going to be a bit unnatural transition. So start with something which is immediately accessible and easily doable. So that is what I'll make you available, and you guys can go through that and see how that works on you. Just try it for a week and let me know. If you can just drop a message. I haven't seen your message yet. This is the number where you can drop a message and we'll send it to you. Shankarji, Rinki is off today. I have just sent you both the files which you can see. So one talks about the energization process of crystals, how exactly you can do that. So that is explained in a very simple language there. You can understand it. If you have any doubts, let us know. We will respond. Second thing is about energization of your Rudraksha. So if you follow that process religiously, then it takes around 48 hours to complete that entire cycle. Once that cycle is completed, then it would become active for use. There is a specific video also I have created, I think last month. You can go and see that. That will help you understand what exactly you can, how exactly you can check whether the Rudraksha you have received is active and functioning or not functioning. So the energy cycle of that Rudraksha is what makes a considerable difference. So the one which you have been sent, Shankarji, is having considerably big cycle. It's around 8 inches, when you look at the rotation of that. So as long as you manage to check that, it's good, well and good. Now the point I want to be very clear about that, the energization process needs to be repeated every 6 months. You can't just have a mala sitting or a bead sitting in your neck for years and you are not energizing that. So it also needs a recycling, right, where you just go ahead, put it into the specific ingredients which are being suggested there, and then after completion of that duration you would have a re-energized rudraksh. So you must repeat that process every 6 months. That is very important. If you don't do so, then it is as good as you wearing a wooden in your neck. So please उसको follow करना है. When it comes to crystals, right? So for crystals, the step-by-step process is explained there. You can just follow that. If your crystal is mix of multiple beads, then every bead has a specific day when you should be wearing that. But now let's say if you are wearing a bracelet which is mix of different beads, then when exactly you should be wearing it is also mentioned there. So you can just go and read that and follow the instructions. It is very important. It is very important for you to follow it in right way. Also, please try to understand these stones are going to strengthen your earth element, right? So when you are wearing this, please make sure your intentions are very pure. You should not have dual intentions. मतलब ऊपर तो कुछ दिखा रहे हो, अंदर कुछ और है. तो whatever you are within is what is going to come out when you wear it. So make sure कि आप जब भी इसको पहने, you let your inner dirty person go away, otherwise it would intensify that. So main purpose है आपके inner being को clean करना. So flush that out first before you wear it. So बहुत ही अच्छी धारणा के साथ आपको पहनना चाहिए. Otherwise you may experience turbulence. You are having a statue of Adi Yogi. Wow, good to see that, man. Good to see. Okay, let me send it to you. Just hold on. Your कुंडली is of कुंभ लग्न. तो मैं आपको कुंभ लग्न का भेज देता हूँ. Whoever is there, and if you are looking for any, if you are going through any mental stress, then you must try this technique. I want to I want to share it with all of you because it is not my research. I want to spread it to as many people as possible. Aquarius. Da-da-da-da. So the technique is always available on the last page of the document. Yeah, Rahul ji, I'm just sending it to you. Let me first send it to Pravas. Just hold on. Aquarius. I just accidentally banged into this document basically. We were doing a research on we were doing a research on specific ragas. I mean, rather than we asking you to go ahead and start chanting convalexa, 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 we were doing a specific research on our classical ragas, right? And how exactly those ragas can help you or elevate your specific mental condition. So when I was doing that, it was pretty much inclined towards mental state, right? And how do we elevate your mental state and all those things. Then I came across this document which was talking about having different meditative techniques associated with your lagna, and that made a lot of sense. If we just read through the initial pages of that, right, then it gives you a clear cut indication why exactly this should be tried and how exactly it should be tried and what is the reasoning behind it and all that, right? So it made a lot of sense to me. I thought of incorporating it, and it's over a year now. It has been given to numerous people, and this is a free information which we prefer sharing with everybody, because this is not our content, not a research done by us, and it should be used for the help of humanity. So this is what it is. Now we are going to share it with Pravas. Just Pravas, it is ready. I'm just sending it to you. The last page of this would talk about the technique. Before that, it also talks about you as Aquarius. What are your general qualities? Who is your ruling lord? What should be the specific technique of worship you should be following? So those things are available there. So you can go ahead and just try that. Okay. Pravas, it is sent to you. You can go and check that. Rahul ji, can you share your token once? Can you please send me your token? And Pravas, just want to let you know that you may feel that, oh, this is this is not making sense, but not making sense in the sense, sometimes if something is easily accessible, then we don't realize the value of that. So I would say, don't try to be logical here, right? Don't try to put logic there, because if you put logic, definitely it may not make sense to you, because it is not functioning at that level. It is something which you need to just practice. And anyhow, maybe morning you would be watching YouTube reels and all that, right? But why can't you do it for 10 minutes for you? Just do it for 10 minutes without putting a logic there कि बेकार चीज़ है, ये तो सिंपल सी चीज़ है, आंख बंद करके मैं ये कल्पना करूँगा तो मेरे साथ क्या हो जाएगा. Don't think all those things. Just simply go ahead, give a try. इसमें तुम्हारा कौन सा पैसा जा रहा है यार? कौन सा तुम्हारा इतना ज़्यादा टाइम चला जाएगा इसको करने में कि यू वुड रिग्रेट. सो बहुत ही सेल्फलेस तरीके से, बिना इसमें कोई इफ़ एंड बट किए बगैर, आई वुड से कि जस्ट गो एंड ट्राई फॉर अ वीक. 10 मिनट दोगे तब भी हफ्ते का 70 मिनट ही गया तुम्हारा. नथिंग, यू हैव नॉट लॉस्ट एनीथिंग. टेक करो. वंस यू डू दैट, देन let me know after a week, you will feel lot more control. There is no way I can see whether you are doing it or not. I can only trust you कि हाँ तुम करोगे. And as long as you do, ये कोई ऐसी चीज़ नहीं है कि काम नहीं करेगी. It will work. Okay. My friend Rahul is Taurus ascendant. I'll just give it to him and then I'll close for the day. And this is exactly what I want to democratize. I know there is a potential, right? There are a lot of content which I have access to, which can be monetized also. Monetized not in terms of we saying कि पैसा दो मुझे इतना तब मैं बताऊँगा. Monetized in different ways, right? Where you happily willing to share something in exchange of the knowledge which is given by our ancestors or by the people who are already pretty much committed and given their entire life doing the research and documenting the facts. Now, as long as we can just bring that knowledge to the public access in a very constructive way, I strongly believe that it is going to make a difference. The only point is that how do we do that? How do we make it publicly accessible without really compromising the integrity of the content or the integrity of the document which they have written? Nowadays, a lot of people are just manipulating the information to make it slightly more viral content, right? So the challenge is presenting that information without contaminating it. So that is what is the journey, I would say, and I'm also on the same journey. sooner or later, I'm pretty sure I would manage to crack it. I would manage to put it out in a very constructive way, which allows people to go and follow these practices, which are definitely proven practices available out there. So as long as you guys are comfortable, right, uh, following certain good practices, I think life would automatically come back on track. I think it was a good session. I didn't get a lot of people here to listen me, and obviously we were not talking anything which is very general in nature. So with that message, I would like to close the session for today, and we can resume our discussion tonight at 8. Till then, I would request all of you to take care of yourself, and let your friends and family know that there is a place where they can come, feel psychologically safe, and we can have a healthy discussion about the situations they are going through, rather than just shooting in the thin air. And for everything, please don't seek astrological advice. There are a lot of things which would automatically get resolved if you just let it go for some time. So with this message, I would like to close now. I wish you all a lovely day ahead. Enjoy, and let's connect soon. Thank you, everybody. Bye.